You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible. We are in the middle of a COVID epidemic, folks. 17 million cases of COVID in the United States. 308,000 people have died from COVID. And here's the deal. President-elect Joe Biden is going to be tested. We'll get the vaccine next week. Also, some breaking news I just got confirmed. Congressman Cedric Richmond of New Orleans has tested positive for coronavirus. I actually he was actually at the rally on Tuesday here in Atlanta where President-elect Joe Biden spoke. I actually talked to Cedric Richmond. Thank goodness I was wearing my goggles and 2 masks. But again, it's Congressman Cedric Richmond, who is going to head Office of Public Engagement in the White House, has tested positive for COVID-19. And so just want to give you that breaking news there. But the other breaking news, the Trump administration actually sent out a memo where they were encouraging and they wanted herd immunity. Folks, you know how crazy that is? That would have resulted in thousands more Americans dying. They wanted them essentially to catch COVID-19 on purpose. Joining us right now is Congresswoman Maxine Waters. Congresswoman Waters, welcome back to Roland Martin Unfiltered.
Thank you. Thank you. Good to be with you, Roland. Yes, you're on it. And I'm so glad
it is outlandish.
Yes.
It is outlandish, Congresswoman. Fauci called it ridiculous. Dr. Burke called it ridiculous. But again, they refuse to listen to somehow saying, oh, sure, if millions of Americans get coronavirus, yeah, we know we're going to have, thousands more deaths, but it's better to do it that way. That is unbelievable.
Yes, it is unbelievable. But it's consistent with the way this president has dealt with coronavirus. But they did to it that young people are infected. And so what they because they get over it, and then they'll have the antibody. And this is a theory, unproven. They had no facts, but they move with it. And I want to tell you, Roland, when you saw all of this resistance to closing down businesses where people could contract the virus, this was all about them pushing this to say, no, keep them open so that the young people could get infected. And they went on to say, and who cares if these young people get infected? They'll get over it. But this will help to create the antibodies that are needed to do away with the virus eventually. It's absolutely.
But the problem, the problem with that, Congresswoman, and here's the deal: your signal is actually going in and out, Congresswoman, and so to the control room. If that continues, it'd probably just be better to get her on the audio line. So let me know, y'all monitor that, and just let me know if we need to do that, because we certainly want people to hear what Congresswoman Waters has to say about this. You talked about them targeting young people. Look, we have seen young folks die from coronavirus, children, teenagers. We've seen folks in their 20s and 30s. We've seen athletes greatly impacted. We just saw one of the players from the University of Florida collapse during the game. They put him in a self-induced coma, and he had COVID this summer. They have not diagnosed why he collapsed. He almost died on the court, and we do know that COVID has caused heart issues among athletes. And so it's nuts when you heard Trump and others say, it's okay, young folks, it's just the sniffles.
Well, what they said is, who cares if young people die? Literally, we need them to do this herd immunity for us because that's the way we're going to save everybody. And then they were very slick about it. They didn't stop talking about, wash your hands and social distancing and all that the experts have told us about. But this was a way that they were going to try and say, well, we didn't stop people from doing what the experts were advising them to do. All we said was that in order to create this immunity, that we had to have this herd action going on. And so they didn't care if young people died. They were willing to put them in harm's way and the possibility of death to prove this, business of the herd immunity, even though they had no facts to prove that it would work.
Folks, back to that Roland Martin Unfiltered video.
It's time to be smart. When we control our institutions, we win. This is the most important news show on television of any racial background. Y'all put $2, $3, $4, $5, $10, $15, $20, $30 on this and keep this going. What you've done, Roland, since this crisis came out in full bloom. Anybody watching this, tell your friends. Go back and look at the last 2 weeks, especially of Roland Martin Unfiltered. I mean, hell, go back and look at the last 2 days. You've had sitting United States senators today, Klobuchar and Harris. Whatever you have that you can bring to Roland Martin Unfiltered to support it, please do, because this information may literally save your life.
Watch Roland Martin Unfiltered daily at 6 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, or Periscope, or go to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered Daily Digital Show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans contributing $50 each for the whole year. You can make this possible. RolandMartinUnfiltered.com.